Thanks for staying with us. So, Mondays like this, we like to discuss issues with governance. So, as we count down to the 2027 general elections, some politicians are already coming out to woo Nigerians with all sorts of different promises in their various manifestos, either through their tweets, or their messages, press briefings. Last week, we were all here when Peter Obi reminded us that he's only going to do one term, and he was consistent about that one term. Today, also, where the former governor of Rivers State, Mr. Rotimi, and Minister of Transportation, Mr. Rotimi Amaechi, also said, I will eliminate corruption in the first month. That corruption will completely disappear. If it doesn't disappear, he says, I will tender my resignation letter and I would leave. And he says he's not joking. Now, this obviously has spurred on quite a bit of comments. And I think the question for Nigerians is, what exactly do you expect from a president? Because do you see the statement as mere rhetoric, political gimmicks, or does he have the impeccable experience or track record that can be relied upon? And also, what are your expectations? Because everybody now is moving back and forth, saying all sorts of things. What's that thing that you're expecting from your leaders to make you begin to support or align your confidence with them? Do you think electorates are swayed by these mouth-watering words? What do you think Nigerians should look out for this time around? That's the conversation I want to have, because 2027 is around the corner, and everybody is coming to the table with different agenda. Peter Obi has assured us he only needs 1 year, one term. And that is saying that corruption can disappear in just 1 month. And that is saying that he needs another 4 years to consolidate what he's done in the first 4 years. What are your thoughts? You can call us on 020-163-52013, 090-241-63440. You can also send us messages on X and also YouTube. We'll be happy to read your messages. This is the show that brings Nigerians' conversations together. I would like to hear from you. So, everybody's coming up with something. Can corruption disappear in a month? And do you think it's possible? Because I think he was saying to precede that, he said he would ensure there's an adjustment in the Constitution.
Okay.
So maybe once that adjustment is made, corruption disappears in a month. Never know. Maybe he has seen what we don't see. But what are your thoughts on?
I feel it's too early for us to be discussing 2027 elections, but with Nigerian politics, there's a school of thought that it's never too early. I don't believe anybody's promise anymore. I believed the late Buhari's promise. I believed it totally. Preceding his first term, I so believed. I campaigned. The election day, I knocked on people's houses to come out and vote. Like, you would think I was paid the way I believed. And then Oga entered. Oh my God. I swallowed my words. I was not happy with the results that we got in the 8 years of the administration. Not that he didn't do anything right, but he did not keep his promises. So for me, promises are a dime in a dozen. It's like you can promise everything. It's what you can. It's when whoever gets there, what do they actually do? And we've had several promises. Funny enough, of all our presidents since this democracy, the only one that has kept promises is even this one that said, I will remove subsidy. He removed subsidy. We'll float naira, because actually said everybody said they were going to do it. So he did it.
I'll put young people. We're saying young people.
Yeah, I'll put young people. So for me, if you are making promises right now, I'm just like, But today, that's my thought. Like, you've come again. While I'm waiting for when the promises would actually affect the average Nigerians, everybody is talking right now, getting media time, because we are mentioning their names because of what they are saying, which is good for them to achieve their long-term goals, which is to become the president of Nigeria. But what Nigerians want, and what I want, is not for you to make promises, but for you to show results of your previous lifetime. Like, what have I done in the past that I delivered?
Do you think that for somebody like Rotimi Amaechi, former Minister of Transportation, former governor do you think when he says that I can stop corruption in 1 month, we should believe him? He's somebody who has been in the system. He has worked with the party, even with the ruling party. He has worked with the opposition, you know, and he's saying that I can stop it. Why are we finding it difficult to believe him?
Because it's not realistically possible. Yes. So, I'm slightly with you too, Tope. See, when we were younger, when politicians come out and they would make promises, I will give you water, I'll give you light. They used to do that every time, and then we got tired. We now knew it was fake. Please stop giving us the same old promises. We want you. So I feel like the politicians have gone back now, and they are figuring out what sort of promises do I need to say, because it's not make, just say, so that I can get people talking. And I feel that that's where they are now. At this stage, it's about how to get interest.
Yes, media attention.
Attention to themselves. So imagine me saying, "I'll come corruption in 1 month." Good or bad press, you're going to get press. You're going to have people talking. Is it possible? It's not possible.
That's
and then
Rotimi
Amaechi's name will just be dropped in the middle of all this conversation. I believe that's what it is, because it is not realistic in any sense of the word. If he said, in 1 month, I will make sure that we start a proper crackdown of all those who have been involved, or we'll start punishing, but to say to eliminate corruption. And then for those people who are a bit more mature, you know, and, you know, are much older, for them it's also a turn-off. For me, it's a turn-off. Then it shows me that you're not sure of how to handle it. If you think this is possible, if you're not giving me a proper breakdown or a timeline of how you're going to do it, just telling me in 1 month I'm going to do this, it won't, you know, for me, I'm just saying you don't really know what it takes to do this. You're just throwing out words to get attention. I don't think it's realistically possible, but I would love to see us work towards, you know, a war against corruption. It is very important. See, the corruption in Nigeria is ingrained even in our culture, in everything that you do. So do you understand the level of work that you need to put in the different institutions? Yes, you have to change mindset. You have to clean up institutions. You have to call out friends and family members. You may even have to call out yourself, Mr. Rotimi Amaechi, because you have been part of this government, this system that we have all called, you know, corrupt. You have been part of it. Are you going to eliminate, you know, yourself as well in this? So for me, it didn't come across as being sincere, but I'm sure it will get a lot of people talking.
Nemo.
More.
What are you?
Yes, more. So it's Rotimi Amaechi that is talking, but me, I will just plead with Nigerians. You see, in this season, somebody was criticizing Nigerian politicians for starting campaigns too early. But in this season that they are all campaigning, because whether you like it or not, they are trying to put their names and their words and their faces in our houses with all of these catch phrases. We just hear from left to right now. Corruption that in 65 years has swallowed Nigeria. Somebody can end it in 1 month. What a miraculous thing to happen.
Miracle.
Even I know that we need a Messiah to come and do it, but it's not in the personality of Rotimi Amaechi again. Two-time governor, House of Assembly Speaker, Minister for Transport for 8 years. Don't take for office.
State House of Assembly.
Okay.
Yes, he was a speaker for the River State House of Assembly before he became governor. He stayed 2 terms. He left there. He went to become minister. He stayed 2 terms as well. And he has the power to end corruption in 1 month. And he did not advise his principal on how to end it. There's certainly nothing that he's saying that he can do. So Nigerians should start looking at and searching for the clowns where they are and take them for the gestures that they do. Because how do you come and belittle things that, you know, plague our homes and worries our lives like this? The reason why things are unnecessarily expensive, of course, is corruption. Things are the way they are is corruption. We see the lifestyle of these politicians, and so young boys think Yahoo is the way. I must also have the money, I must arrive early. Nobody waits out patiently any business process. All of us want to arrive on time. If you joke with such a thing, I would never take you serious. So I hope Nigerians are listening. You don't tell on her. I don't know whether you should. We should also have a lineup of all these presidential candidates. I know the people we should stick out and people we should take seriously, because I think he's joking too expensively.
Thanks for staying with us. All right, so we're going to take a few comments on social media concerning Mr. Rotimi Amaechi's thoughts. Do you have anyone, Nima? Any comments? Well, so as we wrap up on this, I mean, as we look towards 2027, I think it's important for us to start discussing what do you think Nigerians want to hear? Because regardless of the current administration, whoever else is coming on, because obviously being able to defeat an incumbent is always a tall order. However, it's possible. We've seen it happen before. So for somebody who wants to topple or not topple, to win an election, what do you think Nigerians want to hear from you? What are the kind of things you should be saying? Should you be telling us you want to get rid of corruption in 1 month? Or do you tell us that you're only going to do for 4 years, 1 term of 4 years? Is that what Nigerians need to hear? Or what do you think Nigerians want to hear this time around?
I think that what I want to hear is that we are not trying to do everything, but an administration that will say, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to ensure that this country becomes disciplined. I know that we will not see it as, oh, I want to fight corruption, I'm going to do this one. But if we can create a disciplined system, the corruption will be dealt with. Quality delivery of everything that Nigerians need to be handled.
That's what Buhari
obeying the
against
rules.
discipline, and he was criticized for
It
it.
was corruption that I know. I remember Buhari's agenda. It was corruption he came to deal with. I don't want you to deal with corruption. Deal with being a disciplined person. Being a disciplined nation.
He was a military head.
Yes, being a disciplined nation. And that time it worked. People were queuing up at every single bus stop. I was not alive then, but my parents told me the story. Let me quickly say, because I was not born then. But it worked. The system worked. So we know what causes our problems. Every other thing spirals out of the fact that I can do anything and get away with it. A lot of people know, if you know who I am, I will slap you, I will kill you and get away with it. We've heard it on tape and nothing happens. That indiscipline will make that poor small child who just heard it as a 5-year-old child say, no matter what happens, I won't be poor. I will do anything, so I'm also powerful and I can easily brag this brag.
So for you as a Nigerian, what is paramount? Is somebody, a leader, coming in to say, we need to have discipline. I'm going to set an agenda for discipline across all stratas of society.
Traffic lights,
discipline,
justice system, every system that we currently have is abused because there's indiscipline.
So don't tell me about economy, don't tell me about security.
Because whatever you say will not work.
Everything right now is about how we're going to be disciplined to consolidate whatever we have. Okay, Nima, what would you as a Nigerian like to hear a leader tell you?
They should not bother telling me anything. I'll just be looking at their actions and predicting, how they live and see what examples they set. Don't tell me anything. The little I know about it, I'll reach my conclusions. Because you see, when they come and they tell you what you want to hear, let us go to chapter 2 of the Constitution, pick, some of the sections and make them manifesto and then tell Nigerians what they think they need to hear. This hunger that they have been shouting, they've been telling it to Nigerians to make it their reality. Even the places where, there's no such situation, they amplify it to make it Nigerians' reality. They come and say, no, corruption is the issue. And I'm wondering, this person that I have never seen on a queue, not even trending for any reason in this country, for any reason, I have never seen. So how do you want to come and explain to me that you are not a beneficiary of corruption itself? And so
okay,
really,
let me take
at
this
this
call.
time.
Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello?
Go ahead. You're live.
Okay, good morning.
Mr. Fayose,
Yes,
go ahead.
I am calling from Obaole. I'm Fayose, calling from Obaole, Lagos.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
First of all, let me start with the Peter Obi, who is recommending a single term of 5 years for presidency. I think I agree with him, because this exercise of you enter for 4 years, even in the first 2 years, you are planning, or the third year, you are planning for re-election or things like that. So it's a waste of resources. So I think that should go down to even the governorship election. So not only that of the presidency. So it should also go down to the governorship elections as well. So I agree with him. But me, I will only add that, okay, maybe we make it 6 years instead of a single term of 5 years. So 6 years will be enough.
Okay.
So because we waste a lot of resources, campaigning and all those things, why we are supposed to be settling down for governance. That's about that one. Secondly, concerning what Rotimi Amaechi just said, he should come and tell us what the occupation he did even before joining politics. We understand that of Atiku he was into custom. So President Bola Tinubu was working in Mobi. He should come and tell us what he was doing, where he was working before he joined politics. All his life he has benefited from the resources of this nation in politics, one way or the other. He was speaker for.
Okay.
He was a member of the House of Assembly for 8 years. He was a member of. He was a governor for 8 years, 2 terms. He was a 2-term minister as well. Couldn't he have advised his principal on? About this corruption thing. So coming to tell us now that within 1 month he will stop corruption is scamming. It's a scam. He's
Thank you very much, Mr. Fayose. Mariam.
So, yeah, just to respond to the couldn't he have advised his principal? The truth is, to be fair,
Doesn't work.
is that it does not work. We have seen it many times. You can advise, but the principal is the person that will either accept it and decide to implement it, and then maybe we can just ask him to show us times that he has asked his principal to do things a certain way. So for me, what I would like to hear from, I don't want to hear much from them as per promises. I would just like to tell them some of the issues that we have and we're dealing with, and I would like the politicians to tell me how they plan on managing it and how they respond. Their answers will tell me if they are ready for it or not. The matter of security in the north is a huge problem. I would like to see their understanding of what they think is the cause, the root cause of this insecurity, and how they plan to tackle it. And I am not, naive to think that any solution can just happen once. I'm willing and I'm patient enough as a Nigerian to hear the process that it will take and the time that it is needed for it to actualize. Electricity, power is a major issue. I know that if we're able to tackle power, many issues that we have, manufacturing, so jobs will be, jobs will be
Created.
Yes, we'll have jobs will be created. Our manufacturing industries will definitely boom. A lot of Nigerians who are so industrious and resourceful, do you understand? Having power will allow them to just invest in the country, and we can, with that, able to earn revenue and things like that. So those are the sort of things I would give them and hear them tell me what they would do. I would say I'm a more mature electorate. I am not 18. Do you understand? An 18-year-old who's coming on to the scene is excited to hear, I will stop corruption in 1 month. I will do a single term. I'll do that. That's okay, but there are some of us that have seen these things for many years. Now we want the real, we want content. We're tired of sound bites.
Fantastic. That's a strategy, because they're probably even looking for the 18. They don't care about your votes. They're probably looking for the 18-year-olds now.
And that's a huge number.
Let me take Yakub, our final call on this topic. Good morning, Yakub. Thanks for calling. You're live. Yakub. Hello, Yakub. Are you there? Yakub?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Morayo, you see, for me, let me just say this morning. You see, all these are politicians. I don't know, maybe they were thinking that Nigeria are fools. I don't know. If not, how could somebody that has been a governor 2 times, a minister 2 times, even a Speaker of House of Assembly 2 times, almost all his life in government house, and then he says that he's going to eliminate corruption in 1 month. How is it possible? Let me give you a typical example here, Morayo. The present government are doing very so well in terms of fighting corruption. You know why I say so? It is unwritten. Go and check. It's fast check. This present person at the end, the EFCC chairman, he has prosecuting people more than any other person that have been in that office. It is on the social media. You can Google it, you find out, it's it. But this person that said that is going to eliminate corruption in 1 month, how? Another example I want to give you this, because Nigeria, even ordinary masses, if you go into the market, you will know that this corruption of the thing, it's only people that had political offices alone. The government of the day, they make sure that some Marwa using CNG gas. I just want to bring that as an example. And then before they give them, they did that for them free of charge. Though. And then before they did that, there are some places they carried the passenger like 500 naira. And then the CNG gas that you are using, it is not petrol. Go there again. They still carry the same price. as using petrol, Mara. So who says, is it the government that say that you should be carrying such? And then how the government is going to monitor it? It is very difficult.
Okay.
It should not tell us it's going to fight corruption in 1 month. How is it going to? You forget you are using law in this country. And then as you are planning to fight it, eradicate it in 1 month, some people will take it to court. That is what President Muhammadu Buhari they thought, that when he came in, he will fight corruption head on. And then he got there, he found out that it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Abba, Rotimi,
Thank you very much, Jacob.
Good morning.
It's usually said, easier
said
than done.
So let's take some.
If you come, go ahead.
Okay, so Fidelis Atlan Aiton says, this is where ambition differs from desperation. These promises are bereft of any iota of sincerity and love for a nation. However, it rides on gullibility and weaponization of poverty. It is sickening. Oladidi says it was war against indiscipline, and it was a war and was no be short-term fight.
Take time.
Hafsa says, if there is discipline, the people you put in charge of the economy will be efficient, and we all will see the ripple effect.
I think I'd like to echo what Tokwe said earlier, that it's kind of early for all these conversations on politics, because the truth is that there's governance to be done. Lots of people are still hungry. There's still a lot of insecurity, as Miriam said, in many parts of our country. So for me, it's almost even insulting to the Nigerian polity, to the electorate, when people are talking about politics, how long they want to stay on, or what they're going to do. Let us see what we can do to support the current administration to at least solve the majority of Nigeria's problems, after which we can now begin to plan for next year. I think that's respectful to the electorate. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, move on to our next hot topic. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.